y'all. It's been a lot. Okay. A lot has been going on. A lot of processing, a lot of getting to know this new space in my life, this new season in my life, and it's like, okay, like I'm getting a hang of it, you know, it's alright. That's where I'm at with this completely. But what I mean by this season in my life is just being a self-made artist and entrepreneur, literally just doing everything on your own without any help, any major help. Not saying like I don't need no help at all, it's just not having any major help. Like nobody's actually putting in as much effort and work and time and energy into this as much as I am. So for me, I'm doing it on my own basically, but there are people in my life that do help out every once in a while, like, you know, help me get ideas together, help me manage my money a little bit better, and I really thank those people a lot. So shout out to y'all that be helping me when I need it, because it's really appreciated, very much so appreciated. Life as a self-made artist and entrepreneur is very challenging at times, especially when you're getting the hang of budgeting your money, when you're trying to flow in your creativity and not really push yourself to do anything you don't want to do, you know, rest when you need to rest and work when you want to work. Like finding that balance and everything is easy sometimes, but then other times it's like, okay, I know I need to hurry up and get up on my shit. It's a struggle sometimes. My first moment creating art, man, was, I would say, back when I was in middle school. I used to do a lot of those cartoon drawings with Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, like just random ass drawings. Now, I wasn't an expert at it, like I couldn't draw it from scratch. Obviously, I was eyeballing it from the motherfucking image I was looking at the time. So it was like, it was very difficult, but at the same time it was very fun, and I gave them to the people I cared about in school, and then other people would come and be like, oh, I want this, I want that. And then moving different schools and moving between Louisiana and Texas a lot really did put a toll on me mentally and emotionally as a kid. So I would stop doing my art for long periods of time, you know, probably sometimes a year or two, but it would pop up every once in a while where I would do a sketch or do something cute or draw a little something or do a little origami shit, and those moments really didn't last long. It was just short-lived, and I was back to whatever reality I was on at the time. I was going through a lot. I started getting back into it officially when I was living with my dad. This was after graduation, after high school and everything. I started getting right back into my art, like full core. I started painting things, I started drawing on things, I started like really getting back into sketching things and finding the time to really cultivate what brings me peace and what makes me happy. And if you go back far enough, you could see, or go on my pages, you know, you'll see all the artwork that I did when I was younger, even painting on mirrors. Like that shit was fun for me because it was like a whole portal. They could be used for good or bad. It's not just all mirrors are bad. Portals, like, it's based on the person observing the portal. That's when it becomes good or evil. But anyways, after that, I ended up putting my artwork on hold again after moving out of my dad's place, and that's because I was in survival mode. I was in reality. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my new life now that I moved up here in Michigan, and I just started, what, a year ago? Well, 2 years ago is when I actually started really getting back into my art full on and just going all out, like buying canvases, drawing on my sketchbook, you know, just really putting a lot of effort into it like 2 years ago. And now here I am still creating art, still flowing in it. Sometimes I don't do it, sometimes I do. My artwork takes so many different forms and creativity. It's like everything that I do, I'm making art. Like literally, I take a shit, I'm making art. I wake up, I'm making art. I go to sleep, I'm making art. Like everything, every moment of the day, I see me being myself and being, oh my gosh, that's a blue jay. That is so cute. Oh my gosh, can I get it on camera? I think it was zoom in close enough. Nope, and it's gone. Oh well, I lost my train of thought because I was so motherfucking distracted. I'm sorry guys, but how I ended up creating my art style was really just going off the flow. I always thought trippy things were really cool. Did the multicolored, different colored things, things drooping and just looking very psychedelic look. I always thought that was so cool, even though I didn't take psychedelics at the time. You know, I really do admire the anime art style as well, because I've always watched anime like ever since I was in middle school, probably even before that, and I didn't even realize it. But I watched anime a lot, and I love the different types of art styles that they do, and I really am planning on creating my own one day. I'm in the process of writing scripts and everything, so it's gonna come out when it comes out, and guys, it's gonna be amazing. So get ready for that in the next couple years. Who knows when I'm going to actually drop that shit, but I always thought the trippy art style was so cool, so it was like I went off of that. I got inspiration from Pinterest, you know, other people's drawings, and I was just inspired to just keep going in the path that I was in. And that's just where I ended up going for my art as an artist, just really flowing. Just really flowing. Then one day I was just like, man, I want to do something else. I've been drawing and doing these canvases for quite some time. I want to try something new, so I started doing my decorative resin trays and grinders and keychains and all of that stuff probably about a little bit over a year ago, and I was just like, I want to do something new. So I started with the resin, which was very simple, which was very cool, and I do need to get back into that, which I am. By the way, I am getting back into that. I went from there and made these different things, you know, used these different colors, mixed the different colors, tried it with glitter, without glitter, got some custom orders, you know, people was buying, and it really inspired me. Okay, now it's time for me to do something new. Again, I always feel like there's something new to do. I can do something more than this, so I started doing my hoodies. A friend of mine from my old job, he was doing tie-dye t-shirts, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And he's like, yeah, it's so easy to do. And so I was like, okay, if it's easy to do, let me go do it. And I did. I went and I got everything that was needed for me to start my first hoodie, and they came out amazing, better than I expected. I even got custom orders for it too, so I was like, okay, this is cool too. You know, outside of my photography and my canvas work and all my digital artworks, I would say creating all this new stuff is my favorite. Really, creating new things is always my favorite thing to do, because I have so many ideas that I want to do and want to accomplish. It's like the cognitive reverie does not stop. I'm always creating something in my mind that I can do next, that I can do better, that I can do that will express my joy and my inner being, and something that I could put out into this world that everybody's gonna be like, damn, like she is really being one with herself and doing what she loves. And that's the only type of love that I like to give myself, doing things that make me feel whole and happy, that only I can reciprocate amongst myself. Nobody else can give me this but me. Being an entrepreneur has really been, not really kicking my ass, but it's been a struggle, man. This budgeting money and having to pay for literally everything on top of paying your bills is really some intense work. I am still in the process of balancing everything out, making sure that I have enough money for this, and I have enough money to do that, and I have enough money to do this. Like, it's constantly like that, but I am doing it in a flow that is very abundant and very in tune and aligned with everything that I want to do. So it's worth the challenge. It's worth the obstacles and the constant push of being better. It is really worth it. I was always inspired by other self-made business owners on social media, and they would always, you know, be uploading and posting their content and creating new things. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I know this person has years worth of experience on top of me, but god damn, they make it look so easy. It is not, though. The reality is, it's not easy. It's not meant to be easy. None of this shit is not meant to be easy, but it's fun. And that is the key thing that anybody should remember when being a self-made artist and entrepreneur or content creator, or anything, that it's fun. As long as you're having fun with it, it doesn't matter how difficult the challenge is. It's supposed to be fun. I had to have many reality checks, like, girl, you need to balance your mind out, because you can't keep putting yourself in these depressing ass moments when you could be using this energy to do something that's more productive, share some information, create some art, you know, do something on your checklist. You have a lot of unfinished business, a lot of unfinished work, and it needs to be done. And, you know, it's a constant cycle with myself, and evolution of the mind is very harsh sometimes. And my inner voice, intuition, has been a lot louder than my cycling thoughts lately, and the reality checks be kicking my ass. I'm not even gonna lie. I'll be telling myself some harsh things. I'll be like, ooh, side eye, like, ooh, baby girl, you too mean for me. But it is necessary that I get on my own ass, because I can slack. I can drown in cognitive reverie and end up in a very deep depression, or have so much anxiety to where I can't even fucking function. Overall, this experience as a whole has been very grounding and very eye-opening. I have connected with so many different people in this season of my life, and I am very grateful for these people and these connections. I've connected with talented photographers. I have listened to a lot of different motivational speakers. I know y'all know I be listening to Love Dorsey all the motherfucking time, so y'all already motherfucking know what I be on when it comes to her. I take in a lot of information every single day, because I'm very observant. I see everything, I hear everything, and my mind in cognitive reverie creates a lot of different scenarios, possibilities, truths, and balancing that out with being in the reality and being present and being centered in what I'm doing right now at this moment has been a very, I wouldn't even say difficult challenge, but it's been a challenge. And it will continue to be a challenge every single day. Not because everything has to be challenging, but because that's life. Life always has its moments of ease, and then its moments of clarity, and sometimes it has its moments of, I'm finna whoop your ass and you're gonna learn this motherfucking lesson. No matter which form it comes in, I'm throwing it at you back to back to back to back to back, and there's no keeping up with it. So I found peace in that, and I am very thankful and full of gratitude for the way that this flow has cultivated so much security for myself, and it has shown me that I am very much so capable of doing anything I put my mind to. I do not have a limit to what I cannot do. I don't have a limit to where I could go, or how I can express my self-love, or my any type of expressions that are from my core being that wants to be shared with the world. It's something that's inner. It's like this calling, this yearning to explore these different territories that I've never touched before, but I've seen and I've heard and I've been inspired by. And it's like, okay, I'm tired of watching everybody else do it. When am I gonna do it? And now I finally got that chance to actually do it. And it's like, okay, now I want to do this, now I want to do that, let's do this, let's do that, I want to touch this, I want to touch that, I want to move here, I want to go there, I want to do this. And it's like my inner being, it lights up. You can see it in the way that I'm smiling right now. Like, it lights up even at the thought of exploring all these new possibilities. Like, yes, my ego is like, okay, yeah, I want that, but I want it right now, but I gotta take my time, and that's where the balance comes into place. So to all the people out there who are artists and entrepreneurs, or the ones that want to do that and are coming up and putting themselves out there, or you just wrote it down and you don't know what you're gonna do yet, keep on pushing. Okay, you have those ideas, you wrote them down, you created them from somewhere, from a place of peace and from a place of balance. It's just about cultivating that and making sure that you stay on that consistently, filling your own cup. Because when I tell you your cup overflows, you are able to give to others what you can also give to yourself. It's never, oh, I'm doing too much, or I'm pouring too much, or I feel drained. It's always like, okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. There are times where it's like, okay, I need a rest because I've been going for way too long now. I need a rest for a couple days. And you take that rest. You're comfortable taking the rest. It's not overbearing to rest. It's not conducive to rest. It's just peace. So, with that being said, peace and love to you guys. I hope you all have an amazing day. And get some sun, baby. It's so good outside. It's springtime. And it's going into the summertime, and it feels amazing outside. Look, the dog out here. Yeah, he out here. He chilling too. The other dog out here too. She chilling. We all chilling. That's the vibe to be on. So, be up.